Welcome to the Morning Song Show. I'm your host, singer-songwriter Haley Dreiss, and this is the show where I play a song for you live every Monday at new time, 11 a.m. Pacific time. And I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much for tuning in today on this Monday morning. It's been wild out there and pretty fine in here. So, pretty wild in the world, but I am losing sound here. Okay, can you guys hear me? Oh, okay, that might be just my headphones. I'm wondering if this might be the mic that I'm not projecting from. Anyway, hopefully you guys will let me know if you can hear me, and or maybe it's this mic you can hear me from better. I'm just gonna do this to be safe. All right. So, New year. We had a little New Year celebration last week for the morning song show after I took a little break for a few weeks, maybe a month, and came back to let you know that 2020, my new album, is out in the world. Very exciting. Don't forget these glasses. Can never forget. Never forget. 2020. This is pretty much going to be an artifact for the future. So I'm saving these. But now it's 2021 and we have to move on. So I figured today I would play another new song from my album, Sunflower, another song from my new album, 2020. I always get confused because I have that album cover art that's like the picture of the sunflower on my eye. So I'm like, changing the name. Anyway, I wanted to play another song from that album. Last week I played 2020, and thanks to you guys, if you're tuning in for the first time, I do request that you guys let me know what you want to hear, and on my Instagram stories, you can vote for what song you want to hear the day before or the night before, and you guys helped me pick 2020 last week, and 100% of you wanted to hear my song Sunrise today. So thanks for requesting it, and I'm more than happy to play that today. This would now be a great time to check and see if this whole time you heard me and you could hear me and my sound. So let me check in. Okay, cool. Dan says, I hear you on Facebook. Okay, that's great. Okay, that should be enough. Okay, McPherson said Edgar, hey, what's going on? Says, can hear you. All right, 8 out of 10. I had a feeling. Okay, give me 2 seconds. I'm going to do what no sound engineer would ever want me to do to make this slightly better for everyone. That is, I'm going to use this mic. I'm going to use this mic to mic everything. Don't tell Lennon. Lennon is asleep and I get to make the rules. Okay, we're going to pretend. Oh, floating outer space microphone. Sorry, guys. I'm like is anyone still getting used to the new year and what's happening in the world? Do I look crazy right now? I've got like all these things happening. I promise it's going to be worth it though. We're going to have a great time. All right, well, I'm going to say hey to you guys. Let me know what's going on with you today. How's it going? So giving some shout outs to my Facebook and Periscope and friends on Twitch. Since I am broadcasting everywhere, I've got my little platform over here that can bring in all the comments. So I'm going to give you guys some shout outs. Hello, Lee. Good morning. Hello. Hi, Dan. And I'm so glad you guys are here. Chelsea over on YouTube. Hey, happy Monday to you too. She says happy Monday to everyone. Hope you're doing well and excited to hear. We need to connect. I want to hear all about what's going on with your music soon. And then to my friends on Instagram, we got Sandy Kunst Clavier, and let's see, we have Mapatko, the Shine Hedgehog. Hey, nice to see you. And I love Edgar. Thank you for sharing. I love your posts. Always coming in with some positivity in the morning. Edgar says, good morning, Haley. Remembered you were on at this time and about 29 degrees Fahrenheit and sunny with a little snow on the ground. Oh, how nice. Wow. So it's pretty chilly for you. We never see snow here in California, so I will say I'm kind of jealous of that. I hope you like the snow. Yeah, it is weird. It's been like 85 degrees here. So I'm like, it's very confusing because you'll be like, I'm in my apartment and I'll like, be bundled up with like my blankets because it has been cold. Like it's been like 40 or 50. So I'm like pretending like that's the case. And then Lennon's like, why are you like wearing like a hoodie, slippers, 5 blankets? It's like 85 outside. I'm just not ready to convince myself that that's the case. But anyway, enough about the weather. But thank you for sharing. I love it. Alguian and Kona, so great to see you guys. And Dan, also on Instagram, very cool. Is it working on, I'm assuming that it's working on Periscope today. I know last week I had some issues with it running properly on Periscope. Okay, cool. David Siegelman. Oh, the other thing I found out about, it's been a while since I logged into Periscope, like, because I usually stream through another app. But found out that Twitter bought Periscope. I didn't know that. I'm probably late to the game on that. So I signed in and they're like, by the way, we're like canceling the Periscope app. How do you guys feel about that? Are you guys sad or is this okay that we're moving to Twitter? I was curious what you guys think. Anyway, so sunrise. I figure right now in the world, and pretty much all of last year, kind of was divine timing that I decided to start this live stream last year before all the craziness we've had. Figure we just need a little dose of positivity because the truth is, as long as we are here and thriving, we are doing pretty well. We're going to be just fine. Okay, let me try this. So I'm going to tell you real quick about this song. And for those of you who've tuned into the Morning Song Show, you remember when this happened. And I love that like we've been in real time as I've been creating this album and writing the music. So excited to share this with you. But for those who don't know, I wrote this song Sunrise right when quarantine started back in March. And this was sort of the first song that developed into the album 2020. I actually didn't write my song 2020 until a little ways into the pandemic. And that's when I knew that I wanted this album to be called 2020. I wanted it to be centric around my sort of musings from the pandemic, but we're not going to call it a pandemic album. Instead, I decided to focus on the year itself, 2020. And this was my realization that I'm sure we've had, where you have this moment of defeat where you realize you can't do anything about what's happening outside in the world and like nature is ultimately in control. That's what this song is about. But I was leaving my apartment and we were about to go to, we realized that there was nothing to do during lockdown. And we were thinking of things that we could do that would be like healthy and good for us and things that maybe we haven't done in a long time, picked up things that we wouldn't normally do. So one of those things was, we wanted to go on a hike. Pretty simple, right? And as I mentioned, in California, it's always hot, sunny, or not hot, but usually like warm and sunny. And you can almost always plan on going outside. There's some times when it rains, but funny enough, we decided to plan on going and we had a nice slow morning. About 1 p.m. we head out the door and it starts raining. And I can't remember exactly like what the weather situation was, but like definitely not okay to go outside. And I felt like, we were forced in at that moment into our place and we couldn't leave. And I was so overwhelmed that I cried. And it was the first time I cried during the pandemic, which is why I feel like this was a significant moment. Has anyone had these moments? Am I the only one? Well, yeah. And I just decided in that moment that what was happening after I calmed myself down was just that nature has always been in control and is the one in control of this situation, whether it is a virus or, whatever is happening in the world. It's like we have to surrender to nature. So this was a very small but profound realization for me. And it was a really good reminder, especially during the lockdown times. So anyway, hope you enjoy this, and thanks for requesting the song. Just gonna adjust my mic here. Okay, Edgar says your sound is almost 10 out of 10. Well, there we go. I can aspire for greatness. I'll get as close as I possibly can under the circumstance. All right, if you're just tuning in, this is Sunrise. I got sad when the sun went down. It was only morning. I was looking forward to wandering. I surrender to nature now. It's the only thing that goes on without an ending. Slow and steady river stream, ready for the clouds to leave. Next time I wake up to the sun rays, I will run right to the light. Next time I wake up to the sun rays, I will keep promises alive. Waiting 'cause we're given chances all the time. I got sad when the moon came back, and we keep on waiting for the darkness to have an ending. I'll surrender to settle down when the sun's the only thing to keep me from going crazy. Slow and steady river stream, ready for the clouds to leave. Next time I wake up to the sun rays, I will run right to the light. Next time I wake up to the sun rays, I will keep promises alive. Waiting 'cause we're given chances all the time. Thanks to everyone for listening to that. That was my song Sunrise off of my brand new album 2020, which you can check out everywhere. It actually just reminded me, I had a friend who, well, there's a couple things that this song brings up for me. One is I talk about, like, you know, waiting for the darkness to have an ending. And I've been constantly been sort of like reminding myself that, like, it's important to maintain light, positivity, and these things. And so obviously the sunrise represents so much here, but I love how much the sunrise represents. Not only is it light, it's like the beginning of light for the day. And yeah, maybe that's something you can take with you today. And then one of my friends also asked if, well, he knows that, so I play violin. If you don't know, I play violin and several other instruments. And he was asking me on my albums, like, which instruments, like, do I sort of like to play on the album and that kind of thing. And so this actually, I think, was the first song in a long time that I played guitar, like acoustic guitar on this song, and layered it with my friend Paul Edelman, who also plays guitar and bass. So I do play guitar on some of the songs on my albums, but for me, actually, the biggest contribution, aside from my vocals and singing, was playing violin. So you'll hear in the song, and I'm actually going to play it here in a moment if you'd like to stick around in here, is the recorded version of this song. And I'm going to play it in the outro music in just a moment after we hang out. But I played violin on all the songs except Holidays Are Hard. And I try to focus on, you know, what does the song really need and what's going to serve the song the best. And so for a lot of these, I think the violin is going to add a lot of color. And so I did play violin on some of those. And then for Holidays Are Hard, which is another song in my album, I really wanted to highlight the men's choir and all my friends who were singing along, and that seemed to be the focus there. So anyway, just in case you were wondering, and then I also do my own background vocals because, you know, Corona, I'm an indie artist. All of the reasons why I harmonize with myself. And of course I sing my own vocals, but I mean harmonizing with myself. So if you didn't know, I do have 4 albums currently available. This is my first album, Beautiful Me, Lady with a Rocket, Taking Time, Astronaut, which is my 4th album. These are all available on my website, except I believe this one is sold out. But all the other ones are available, along with t-shirts and merch. And more importantly, more excitedly, you can now pre-order my new album 2020, along with tons of other cool merch. And if you haven't already, you're welcome to head over to my website, shop.haleydracemusic.com, or go to the link in the description that I'm about to post. And where did that go? Here we go. Okay, yeah, so you can go to the link in my bio if you're on Instagram, or in the comments that I just posted, or the comments I posted earlier on Facebook, you can head over to my site. And if you've already pre-ordered the album, thank you so much. I only ordered 100 copies. So if you want to get a copy, there were a significant amount of people who already purchased the copy in advance. So I just wanted to let you know that, so that just in case it sells out, I want you to make sure you have a copy. But head over there when you're done. I just want to say hello to everyone who tuned in. Yes. Okay, so to my friends on Instagram. Oh, I think maybe it cut off at some point, so I think I can see it now. There we go. Sandra Dries, hello. Hello, Mother. Thank you so much for tuning in today. So you found me on Instagram. I know you were talking about going to YouTube and maybe over to Facebook. I'm everywhere. Good to see you here. Good morning, Mom. Kenny, Joe, Manash, Psycho, Danny, Isaac, Joseph Etube, hello, hello, my friend. Extra shout outs to you, Joseph, since we talked yesterday and I get to embarrass you. Hello, Grant, Joe, Archie, good morning. Aw, Archie says this always cheers me up. I'm so glad. I'm so glad to hear that. You guys always cheer me up. I love being here. I think about it every week and I look forward to it. What an opportunity we have to connect with each other. Kunst says, beautiful. Mario, great to see you. How have you been? It's so good to see you tuning in. Glad you're here. Just Rico. Oh, Edgar says, love the song, Haley. Lovely song, says Mario, with sunflowers and sunrise. You know I love the sunflowers. Thank you. Limos Aries. Sandra Joyce says, lovely. Let's see. Edgar, you said you couldn't see me. Can you see me now? Or are you still having trouble seeing me? Shine Hedgehog, Sabah, Casey. Yes. Spiegel, Jonathan, hello. Life as a veggie. Oh my gosh. Jonathan, are you guys still hanging out on, I know you were like, my mom told me you guys were on vacation, or out of your place. So hope you guys are doing well. Say hello to Emily for me. And real quick, just check in out. Okay, so earlier I asked, I know that Periscope, where one of the platforms that I stream off of, is going to be depreciated and moving to Twitter. And I asked earlier, what do you guys think about that, to my friends on Periscope? Okay, Dan says, sad, but Twitter Live is good. Okay. Chelsea Robson says, not a fan of Twitter. I get negative vibes over there. Yeah, I feel the mixed feelings too. Okay. I'm curious about Twitter Live and if it'll be a good platform or not. We'll find out. Lee says, great song. Thank you so much, Lee. And thank you so much, Dan, for saying that. Chelsea says, great job. There's a lot of hope in that song. Love and miss you. Aw, thank you, Chelsea. I appreciate that. Thanks for tuning in today. It's always great to see you here. And yeah, you're like my OG, like from the beginning person who like I was talking with when I've been setting up all the equipment and everything. So yeah. And also my first guest on my show. I think it would be really cool to have guests. So at some point, I'm going to end the show here shortly, but I did want to like let you know that obviously you can pre-order things on my website and what's coming next. So I will have a formal 2020 album release party, but what my plan is I'm going to give it a couple weeks. Ironically, give it a couple of weeks before the inauguration, while the inauguration happens, and like not, I'm going to kind of wait after that. But also I think that's going to give time hopefully for the pre-orders to come in, and hopefully I can officially celebrate with you with my album merch, like live with you. So that's my goal, is scheduling an album release show when I receive the merch in my hands. So that's the goal. I'll let you know. So stay tuned for the date. It'll probably be a Friday evening. And then, yeah, I'd love to know what you guys want to hear on this show in the future. I have some really great fun ideas for the future of this show, and maybe doing some theme nights, maybe some requests. Do you guys have any preferences? Feel free to leave them in the comments, and I'll make note of everything that you guys say, because I want to make this show super fun. But so far, it's really been just a way for us to come together in the mornings and start our week, so with a song. Hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and thanks for tuning in. This is my song Sunrise, which is the recorded version, and I'm going to play it in the outro music right now. So yeah, feel free to, I'm still going to be in the comments. So if you have any thoughts on what you want to see for this show, or what you like about it, or what you want more of, and I'll see you later. got sad when the sun went down. It was only morning. I was looking forward to wandering. I surrender to nature now. It's the only thing that goes on without an ending. Slow and steady river stream, ready for the clouds to lean.